Hey guys, I'm back. I promised you, well, I didn't promise, well, I don't know, I don't remember, but I said I'd be back and I am. Obviously, some of you knew that I was taking a break from YouTube for some time because I was going through a really bad patch with my mental health. It's getting there, but I'm still a bit, I don't know, at the moment. But yeah, 2022, it's been a really difficult, horrible, hardest year I've ever had. Um, so obviously you all know that I was living with friends um, for a year. So I moved out of theirs and I moved here in May. A shared house, which some of you already know, and yeah, I'm liking it here. I am liking it here because I've got my own bedroom. I've still got my own toilet with a bath finally, a bathroom and a shower as well. But that's the only thing I like about living here. Yeah, I still have all my Stitch obsessions. There is a new addition on that bed, but he's a bit wonky at the moment because I tried going for a nap before. I got Leroy from Leroy and Stitch Film for Christmas from Warby. Thank you. He makes noises and stuff as well. But anyway, I'll get on to Christmas presents. It's what I can remember. But yeah, so this year, last year was very, very difficult. And obviously I didn't make a vlog while I was at Bloodstock because that festival wasn't the year for me. There was only like a few bands I know that was playing, but the only thing that was stopping me and everyone else going was the fucking heat. It was like 40 degrees or something, the heat wave. Everyone was like saying it's 35, like hell no, it's 40 degrees. Like I've been in heat like that before when I went to the Canaries with my family, and it was scorching at Bloodstock last year. It was horrible, honestly. I couldn't wear my makeup, I couldn't wear my corset or anything like that. It was that unbearable. Some people have ended up in the medical tent because of the heat wave and they ended up having heat strokes. People having severe sunburns. I mean, I got sunburnt and I hate being burnt. It's horrible. Everyone couldn't really party and drink during the day, and everyone just started partying and drinking during the night because it's cooler and there's no sun, and it's 10 times a lot more noisier. So yeah, it was really difficult Bloodstock this year. I keep saying this year, last year, because we've only just started the new year. Yeah, that as well. And moving, I can't remember how much bands I saw last year. I don't think I really saw many. I think the highlight of 2022 for me was Download Festival, definitely. Ghost, definitely, and Nightwish that I saw in November with Warby. So those were the best times of my life in 2022, and yeah, and obviously my mental health was really not doing well. I think ever since I moved, like in my own place, and I wasn't used to living on my own at that time because I was living with friends. So I moved here and my mental health got severely bad. I was pushing people away, distancing myself. I hardly ate as I used to. I'm still doing it now. Like I don't eat a lot and I've lost weight because there's some fat hanging off of me. But I'm going to try starting on a diet this year and going to the gym or work out at home as I usually do. I've tried to quit smoking about several times and I did not work either. I didn't want anything to do with anyone. I wanted to be left alone. I didn't want to talk to anyone, which is kind of a mixture how I am still at the moment, but it is what it is. I still have to like stay in contact with people, obviously. Yeah, so last year I kept travelling to my mum's. I did a lot of things with my mum this year. Like my sister and niece came down. We went to a park that had like deers. I don't know what the other name is, like stage or stag. I can't remember. Deers, very very wild deers. You're not allowed to touch them. You're not allowed to go near them whatsoever. And we were walking along the path. I forgot what the park was called. I can't remember if it's Tatton Park or something. Near in Warrington somewhere. Yeah, so we saw some wild deers and like we were walking along the path and there was this loud and I thought it was a gun at first. But my mum was going like, no, that's a deer. I'm like, what the fuck is it doing? That's the mating call. Or someone's like, huh? It's like, all right, don't mess with deers, because they're cannibals as well. I'm like, oh, lovely, because I absolutely have like deers. I've got like 2 deer beddings now because I like them that much, and yeah, we came across a deer that I've never seen in person before. A white deer, and I hope to God that a white deer is good luck, but that good luck did not work. Good luck never works for me at the moment. Yeah, so did things with my sister and niece and all that. Yeah, so I just visited my mum a lot in Warrington, and obviously I went to see friends as well, and we kept going to this club called Asylum Club Night, I think it's called, in Warrington. I think it's been open for like a year or so. I can't remember. It was a long time ago. Like my head's still not with it. And yeah. Along with that, I can't remember much of what happened in like last year. Obviously, Download was the time of my life. Like, the only reason I went because Wednesday 13 was meant to play, but he pulled out for a medical reason, I think. And but Skindred was playing, so I still went. And obviously, the vlog is up on there, so I had a good time. The heat wasn't as bad there as it was at Bloodstock, but Download was, yeah. I'm hoping to go again this year because Ghost is playing, and I'm obsessed with Ghost at the moment. I mean, I love Ghost. Obviously, like the band Ghost, they're amazing. When I saw them in April, I got right at the front, right at the front. I had to run for it to get to the front and just like see Papa. Yeah. So then in November last month, me and my boyfriend went to see Nightwish, which we waited for a while, and because we thought that their show was going to be either postponed or cancelled because Flo was diagnosed with breast cancer, and luckily enough they got it out of her as fast as they can and she did not have it anymore. She was cancer free, so thank God for that. I got the shirt from the show, so I'm happy about that. This was a lucky find. I'm not saying how I found it, but it was a lucky find. We only stayed like in this hotel that was like 2 or 3 minutes away from the arena. I'm like, what? It's amazing, like in Birmingham Arena. Like, I've never been in it before, but I'm just glad we didn't get to stand outside in the freaking cold just to get in. We stood inside waiting to get in, and the drinks were like expensive. The band that did kind of surprise me in Warby was I can't say the name. They're like another Finnish band. But when they said the band name, we both turned our heads at the same time to look at each other. We both just went, "What?" Because they were singing all their songs in Finnish, not English. So we're like, "Yeah, this is a cool band." And then the second band that came on to support them, they were boring as fuck. So I was like, I think I'll go to the toilet or whatever. And I bought myself one of those massive big drinks because that was on my to-do list. Buy a 2-pint cup, whatever they're called. It was, I forgot what the name of the drink was, but it did have like a slight taste of dark fruits, but it was nice. And yeah, and I lost my old belt. It didn't fit me anymore, so I'm not that too bothered. But that was a good night, Nightwish, last year. And then last year, September, my back started to play up. It's still playing up. I've been in hospital once or twice for it, I can't remember. Because the pain was that unbearable. I was crying about it. I was like, what's wrong with my back? It can't be me putting weight on or smoking. Went in hospital, did all that physio stuff because I've had problems with my hip in the past, and I think that's what set it off. The doctor, who was a professional, he said, yeah, you've got sciatica. It's like, great, sciatica at my age. It's a trapped nerve in one of my discs in my back, and it's affecting my left leg. And yeah, so they've gave me medication for it, cocodamol, 30 milligrams to 500. And I was like, praise the Lord. And then I ran out and had no doctor's appointments. So I went to the doctor to see if they could put me on them permanently, but obviously now they can't because apparently cocodamol fucks with your stomach. And they still said that it was my right hip. I was like, no, it's not my right hip anymore. It's my fucking back. And then, so then they put me on 50 milligram to 500. Gave me 2 boxes of them. So I'm like, hallelujah. But they're not as effective as 30 milligram. It didn't play up at Download and Bloodstock this year. Like, I was perfectly fine. I was able to walk and stand and everything like that. And then it just started playing up in September. So I'm kind of glad it started playing up in September, because if it started playing up at Bloodstock, now I'll be bedridden the whole day at Bloodstock and probably sweating my ass off in the airbed. And yeah, so I'm diagnosed with sciatica. The pain is literally that unbearable. When me and Warby went to Nightwish, and obviously we were standing the whole time. I was finding it so difficult to walk. We found somewhere to sit. Well, I sat down, he stood up. And then we got up to find somewhere to get something to eat, but nowhere was open. And we were finding it difficult to get me up, like standing up. And Warby tried to help me up. And then this nice gentleman came along and helped me up along with Warby. So we're like, thank you very much. And went back to the hotel. Warby bought us this revolting drink that he likes. It's called Monkey. It tastes like bloody petrol. Even with Coke, I could not drink it. So I'd like, yeah, you can have that. So I went back to the bedroom. And obviously I had to get out of bed and let him in because our food arrived. The food was disappointing. So, but at least it was something we ate to fill us up. Like, yeah, my sciatica is that bad now. Like, it's going to that point, it's that bad. I had to buy a cane, which is kind of degrading for me. But people have said I shouldn't be ashamed of having a cane, and it's not my fault for having this condition and having a cane to help me walk and stand when I need it. And I said I need it to help get out of my chair as well. And I know the people that dislike my video now, my videos will be laughing at her, going, ha ha ha, she's old. Well, fuck you and get a life. Yeah, but anyway, so that's another thing. Now, the hardest thing for me to talk about now is it's a month today of her death. You've seen her so many times in my YouTube videos. My beloved best friend, Mo, passed away on the 6th of December before Christmas. She was 17 in dog years. What started it off at first, like, this all started when I moved out of my mum's about a year ago. She started to get very ill. She started to go blind and deaf. Like, she'd even bash her head into walls and chairs and doors. She'd develop lumps and bumps from that. So every time I had to go in now, and when I visit, I have to put my hand up to her, so she sniffs and she starts wiggling her tails like, oh, Kirsty's here. But yeah. So she just started to develop her eye, which an accident happened a few years ago. I think, caused it from an ex. But anyway, she started to develop something in her eye, was eating it away, and a hole was starting to develop in her pupil. So there was like bacteria eating her eye away, and it looked like it was getting ready to pop out. So when all that happened, I was when I heard about all that, I was actually in Blackpool with Warby, and my sister sent me a message saying like, Kirsty, we might be saying our last goodbye to Mo tomorrow. So I say to Warby, like, I have to go home tomorrow. It wasn't tomorrow, it was basically Tuesday. So I had to go back. I literally got dead up early in the morning from Blackpool to Manchester to Macclesfield, back at mine, did my washing, packed again, left. Train station, Macclesfield, to Manchester, to Warrington, and got to my mum's. First thing I walked to my mum's, I picked Mo up and looked at her eye, and obviously I started to tear up a little. I was like, no, you don't know, you don't know what's going to happen. And we were just hoping that she would have surgery on her eye, and that was it. But we took her into the vets the next day, but I'm starting too soon. So I spent my last night with her downstairs, because we had to leave her downstairs now because she started pissing and shitting everywhere, and we could not trust her having her upstairs. And what if she fell downstairs and broke a bone or something again? So I spent my last night with her, cuddling and kissing her, just keeping her comfort and everything. But now I'll say it. The next day, we went to the vets. My uncle Lester came with me and my mum. Yeah, so we were waiting. We didn't say anything, but we went in the room, and the vet checked her and everything and looked at her eye and saying like, the eye will have to come out. And then they looked at the lump that she was developing underneath her stomach, which was almost the size of a tennis ball. We were told by the old vet that used to work there, who doesn't anymore, said that's just fat tissue. And fat tissue doesn't just get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, like the size of a tennis ball. And she said, it's not a fat tissue, it's a tumour. So that fucking vet lied and couldn't be fucking asked to operate on it. But anyway, so they said her eye will have to come out, but there was a chance she would not wake up. So the only option we had left was to put her to rest. I didn't want to let go of her. Oh God. I didn't want to let go of her because we've had Mo since she was since I was 12 years old, and she was a little devil, and I loved her so dearly. She has always been by my side, and always been by my side when I'm up and down. I've like loads of videos and pictures of her, like that video I made, the tribute videos. Like, that's very hard for me to watch because she was everything to me. So we were waiting, and obviously I didn't want to let her go, and Mum just kept looking at me saying, "I'm really sorry, Kirsty, I'm really sorry, like, just do let her go." And so I gave her to my mum and laid her down on the table, and I just stayed like so close to her face at the end of the bed. And Mo just had her last treats. Mo loved her fucking food so much. And they gave her the first injection, and then that was it. And I just kept cuddling her and stroking her face, her eyes just dead open. And then I looked at the vet and said, "She's gone. She's gone." And yeah, Mum and Uncle Lister were the last ones to leave the room. I didn't want to leave her run around in there. She's gone now. So we waited for her to come home, like her ashes and stuff. And she came home on the 16th, and it was like the first Christmas without my best friend. And she was very attached to Warby. Warby fucking adored her, and she adored him. Like, she never left him alone. She was like, "Warby, give me cuddles and kisses." Like, I remember when I went to the Canaries and he looked after her and Button. Button right now, he's still grieving over her, pining for her, because Mo was Button's mum. So he's all alone at home. Every time Mum gives him a biscuit now, he eats half of it and puts it in her bed. And every time we just look at her bed and she's just not in there, we still got her collar and lead. And what they've done is that they gave us a card with a little bag with her hair in it and the paw prints. And the most heartbreaking thing was like Warby bought treats for Button and Mo and Mimi, my sister dog Mimi. And we had that spare treat for Mo. I'm sorry, guys. It's a month today of her death anniversary, and it's so fucking hard. So yeah, that was the hardest part to talk about. What happened this year. And those haters, those people that dislike my tribute video to Mo, my dog, have no fucking soul. I really wanted to comment something to them, but I didn't, because that was just show that I'm weak, but I'm not fucking weak. They're fucking weak because they don't have no soul or care in the world and no love for anything. So anyway, so that was Mo. Wait, she'll be running along the beach right now in Weymouth because that's where she was born. And that was the worst part of this year's, last year, of losing Mo. But yeah, I had a good Christmas this year. That like my sister and niece came down because I convinced them finally, and yeah, we all had a good Christmas. Like, we just chilled and everything. And yeah, I can't think of anything else that happened last year, which is good. I only got like a few things for Christmas. Like, I got a pink avocado teddy from my sister. stitch stuff, pop stuff, clothes. I mean, it was difficult to carry it all back since I had to get like change over trains from Warrington to Manchester or Stockport to Maccles. Yeah. I really can't think of a lot of things that happened last year now. There's been way too much shit on my mind. Like, overwhelming and stuff. Oh! This is part of this year's. I've entered I'm doing the Ultra Native catwalk this year in October. I'm looking forward to that, but yeah, I can't think about that at the moment. It's months away, so I did get a lovely present from my friend in Finland. She sent me a signed photo, a signed paper from Nightwish, the drummer. I think it's the old drummer, and an album of that band I was talking about before, and a Nightwish patch and a Christmas card. Thank you, Tanya. Yeah, so as I said, I can't really think of much that's happened last year. There's been way too much stuff going on. Obviously, I've been travelling down to see friends last year, doing a lot of stuff really. Yeah, even the start of this year started pretty shit, but I'm not going into that. And I got a Christmas present from my sister as well. She got me fucking Blair Witch to play on my Xbox. I have an Xbox now. Warby gave me his old Xbox because he's got the new one. I've been playing Mortal Kombat on it because Mortal Kombat. I've not been using my computer anymore, so obviously I'll have to be using it to upload videos on YouTube and stuff. So, yeah, I can't really, I keep saying, I can't really think of any more that's happened last year. But all I'm saying is, I'm back. Not sorry to the haters that I'm back. Your problem, not mine. Haha. Get a life. Get a job. So yeah, I'm back, and hopefully I'll wake up a lot more and make more videos on whatever I'm doing, and I will be making the gigs, festivals, videos are coming back, and maybe I'll do a makeup tutorial sometime. I know I haven't done them in a long time. Yeah, and it won't show on here, but my hair is purple out here because I was growing my hair out. I growed out. I lasted about 194 days growing it out because I got fed up of having black hair, which is still black like down here, and going purple now. And obviously it's crap on this phone, the quality and the colour. Yeah, so I know I'll be doing a lot of things this year. Hopefully go download. Warby's online. Hopefully I'll be going download, even though the tickets are ridiculously expensive now. Bloodstock, I don't know, because there's only like 1 or 2 bands I know that are playing. They're not, no, in my opinion, they're really not doing any good with the lineups since last year, because they're playing bands that I've never fucking heard or listened to. But yeah, hopefully download Bloodstock. This year I'm seeing I can't say it properly. Halloween, Halloween, Steel Panther, Ozzy Osbourne. Fucking hopefully. I was meant to be seeing Death Stars, but they cancelled. Wankers. So I will be making a comeback. I'll start be making gig videos, festival videos. I'll try and do a makeup tutorial sometime, because as I said, I've not done them for a long time, and yeah, I still need to show you around my room, but it's a kind of unorganised at the moment, even though I cleaned it like yesterday because Warby was meant to be coming down, but there's train strikes again. Yeah, so I apologise, I've made you all wait for so long, and I needed to focus on myself, which was 10 times more important. And yeah, coming back, more videos, and we'll keep you guys updated. So if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to check links in the description, and please comment, like and subscribe. See you guys very soon. Bye.